I'm Bryson DeChambeau, and I am the golfing scientist.
Finally, something good. How about that?
Like the Joker says, why so serious?
A stunning exhibition of golf by Bryson DeChambeau, 24 under par. One of the most impressive wins we have seen in 30 years of the Dubai Desert Classic. And this young man from California may just be changing the game.
After his back-to-back LIV Golf wins in Singapore and South Africa just last month, Bryson DeChambeau has risen amongst the ranks to become one of the greatest golfers in the modern day. In addition to this, he has won the US Open twice in 2020 and 2024, became the fifth player in history to win both the NCAA Division I championship and the US Amateur in the same year. With his US Open victory, he became the third player to have won those three championships, after Jack Nicklaus and Tiger Woods. And that last name is something worth noting. Tiger Woods. And of course, I'm talking about Prime Tiger, from 1999 to 2009, not washed Tiger, who gets arrested for DUIs. Is Bryson DeChambeau the prime Tiger Woods of our generation? Is this year the beginning of Bryson's generational run? And is this the peak of his career? Bryson DeChambeau's career is one of the most unusual and polarizing developments in modern professional golf. To understand his rise, you have to look beyond surface-level narratives and examine the specifics: his technical philosophy, competitive results, influence on the sport, and the broader context of professional golf during his career. So, is he the next Tiger Woods, or even a greater golfer than him? Bryson was born in 1993 in Modesto, California. Unlike many elite golfers who developed through traditional coaching pipelines, Bryson's early development was shaped heavily by his academic interests, particularly physics. While attending Southern Methodist University, he adopted a single-plane swing philosophy inspired by golfer Mo Norman, focusing on minimizing variables in the swing through repeatable mechanics. This philosophy extended into his equipment. Bryson became known for using single-length irons, clubs where each iron is built to the same shaft length. The idea behind this is straightforward. If every swing is mechanically identical in setup and motion, consistency should improve. While single-length sets had existed before, they were not used at the elite professional level to any meaningful degree prior to Bryson. His amateur career validated his approach. In 2015, he won both the NCAA Division I championship and the US Amateur, joining a very small group of players to achieve that in the same year. Notably, Tiger Woods accomplished the same feat in 1996, which is one of the earliest statistical links between the two. When Bryson turned professional in 2016, there was significant skepticism about whether his methods would hold up on the PGA Tour. Early results were mixed. He showed technical consistency in ball striking, but struggled at times with scoring efficiency and adaptation to different course conditions. His first PGA Tour win came in 2017 at the John Deere Classic. However, his real breakthrough occurred in 2018 when he won 4 PGA Tour events in a single season, including 2 FedEx Cup playoff events. This established him as one of the top-ranked players in the world and demonstrated that his analytical approach could translate into sustained success at the highest level. Up to this point, Bryson was known primarily for precision and technical consistency. That changed dramatically in 2020. During the COVID-19 suspension of professional golf, Bryson undertook a deliberate physical transformation. He increased his body mass significantly, focusing on strength and speed training, with the goal of maximizing clubhead speed and driving distance. This was not a general fitness improvement. It was a targeted shift toward a power-based strategy. Statistically, the results were immediate. Bryson became one of the longest drivers on the PGA Tour, frequently leading the field in driving distance by a substantial margin. His average distances increased into ranges that fundamentally altered course strategy. This culminated in his victory at the 2020 US Open at Winged Foot. That course is traditionally set up to penalize inaccuracy, with narrow fairways and heavy rough. Bryson's strategy was to prioritize distance over accuracy, accepting rough positions in exchange for shorter approach shots. He was the only player to finish under par, winning by 6 strokes. From an analytical standpoint, this was one of the clearest examples in modern golf of a player successfully applying a non-traditional optimization strategy to a major championship setup. It forced a reevaluation of long-held assumptions about course management, particularly the trade-off between distance and accuracy. Bryson's influence overlaps with this in a more specialized way. While he did not introduce fitness to golf, he pushed the concept of extreme physical optimization specifically for distance. His approach demonstrated that adding significant speed could outweigh traditional accuracy-based strategies under certain conditions. While Bryson used the PGA Tour to go pro back in the day, his relationship with the tour has been more complex in the more modern day. While he achieved significant success on the tour, he was frequently involved in discussions around pace of play, rules interpretations, and the boundaries of equipment and strategy. This tension became more significant with the emergence of LIV Golf. In 2022, Bryson joined LIV Golf, a new professional league backed by Saudi Arabian investment. The league introduced a different competitive structure, including shorter events, team formats, and guaranteed contracts for players. Bryson's move to LIV represented a major shift in his career. It placed him outside the traditional PGA Tour system and aligned him with a broader disruption in professional golf's organizational structure. From an analytical standpoint, this decision reflects a pattern consistent with his earlier career choices. Bryson has repeatedly shown a willingness to depart from established norms in favor of alternative models, whether in swing mechanics, equipment, or competitive environment. In addition to this, Bryson gained a lot of media attention, not in the traditional sense through TV, but through more modern outlets like YouTube. Through his YouTube channel, with over 2.6 million subscribers, he has engaged directly with audiences, often sharing detailed explanations of his methods, training, and experiments. This has contributed to a different kind of influence, less centralized but more interactive. And not only that, but he has managed to make golf and LIV more appealing to the younger generation in a time when golf had the reputation of being a snobby, uptight sport for the elites and the wealthy. And I would argue this is a great thing and sets Bryson up for future success when it comes to his massively growing audience when it comes to supporting him on tours and Grand Slams. And this is the part where Bryson really shines. He becomes a likable and relatable character compared to other pro golfers who hide behind TV broadcasting and extremely private lives. On the other hand, you see Bryson doing internet challenges, participating in meme culture, and giving uncensored behind-the-scenes footage of his training and practices. He has become the ultimate golf dad of the internet, except that he's also a pro and is actually good at golf. In summary, Bryson DeChambeau's rise can be understood as the emergence of a highly specialized, analytically driven approach to professional golf. His success, particularly around 2018 to 2020, demonstrated the viability of non-traditional strategies at the highest level. And while he may not objectively be the best golfer in the world amongst the likes of Rory McIlroy and Scottie Scheffler, he is getting to the point where he is a strong contender for the #1 spot and creating a lasting legacy like Tiger Woods. 2026 already had a great start for him after he took first place in both Singapore and South Africa on LIV Golf. And with the upcoming Masters, where Bryson had super close wins back in 2025 and 2024, could this year be Bryson's year? Only time will tell.